are forever.
Hi everyone, I'm Melissa and I sell on eBay. This is going to be a shipping video of my process, how I think while I'm shipping, and just basically a step-by-step of how I personally ship. Please know you don't have to go crazy when wrapping your items for eBay. In fact, there's a lot of wonderful sellers who don't wrap their items at all and put them in a poly bag, and they also have 100% feedback with very happy customers. I personally just love the wrapping process. I've always loved wrapping presents. We're cutting all this out. Okay, so I sold 22 items yesterday, which is crazy because I only have 181 items in my store currently. So that's more than 10% of my inventory. And how that works is at the end of every month, I basically throw all of my clothing, accessory, purse items on auction because I have auctions left with my store subscription. Yeah, and I think like 15 of them have paid out of those 22. But again, they just ended last night. So I'm going to start with a men's pair of denim shorts. This is the brand Residual. Oh, you know what? I'll just show you on the screen. I'll show you a screenshot. And these are going to Christian. Christian lives, where do you live, Christian? In New Jersey. And he paid $6.58 plus shipping, and shipping I charged him is $7.50. I know that these will be able to fit in a flat rate mailer. And a flat rate envelope, anything you can fit in this, is $6.90 when using eBay. It has bubbles on both sides. So when you go on the USPS website, look for these flat rate envelopes. I think they're called padded envelopes. So I'm going to wrap Christian's shorts. I can't remember how much I spent on these. I don't think I got them at the bins. Oh, I don't know. We're not going to be able to figure that out. So Christian is going to get some eBay tissue paper and some satin ribbon. My husband and I went to the bins on Saturday. What is today? Friday? Today's Friday. So we went almost a week ago. I'm still working on editing that video. We've been having some wonderful summer storms here. Oh, I just said tissue paper. That's okay. Christian's not getting any tissue paper. We've had some summer storms here and they've been pretty intense in the evenings. I love summer in Florida. And I've shut down the computer almost every evening just because of the lightning. Let's see, I found these at the bins as well. I think it's supposed to be part of a game, and there's like scrunchies. They're just cool rollerblades. And they say what year they came out, a little bit of history about the item. So I wish I would have found the game because this looked like a very fun game. A beeper. Let's see what I can find for Christian. Overalls, so fun. Let's give him the computer. And a business card. My business cards say, "You are enough. You are so enough. It is unbelievable how enough you are." And let's fit these in here. Oh, I should turn you down a little bit. And I woke up late this morning. It is 9:30. Usually when I schedule a pickup, I like to have the mail ready by 9 o'clock because my post guy, my mail carrier, oh, that was easy. Piece of cake. He comes usually by 9 o'clock. With the holiday weekend, I'm thinking he won't be here till a little bit later. I don't have to weigh these because, again, this is a flat rate mailer. So I just have to put in that it is a padded flat rate envelope into eBay, and it's $6.90. So anyway, I woke up incredibly late with the fireworks and things. It's just been really noisy here and I haven't been sleeping well, which is no big deal. And I didn't set an alarm. I should have been up by 7. I wasn't. I was up at like, I think it was 8:15, 8:30. So when I hit purchase postage, when I hit purchase postage, eBay will then take me to a screen that says, do you want to purchase the postage? And I hit yes. And I have a Dymo Label Writer 450 Turbo. It's a lot cheaper than the 4XL, and I know this works great with eBay. I do not know if this printer works with Poshmark nor Amazon, and I'm sorry about that. I don't sell on either of those platforms. Thanks, Christian. I'm gonna move you a little bit more. Let's see. Why are we so cattywampus here? Also, this shirt came from the bins. I washed it. All of my auctions ended last night, and I try to put them right back on in a fixed price format really quickly, because everybody who's watching the auctions and kind of forgot about the auction, I raised the price slightly and I put them on a buy it now, and this person actually purchased it within minutes of me putting on a buy it now. So this is Terrence, and Terrence bought a Makobe t-shirt, and he's from Alabama. And he spent $12.54 on the t-shirt and $7.50 to pay for shipping. Okay, let's see what he can get. Oh, I like this. He's going to get a DVD or CD. It says 1994, the Flybuys program was introduced. 1 million Australian households joined within the first week. I don't know what the Flybuys program was. I don't know why that's on the back of this card. So I'm gonna get another flat rate envelope. This will fit no problem. Seal it up. And again, I don't have to weigh it because it is a flat rate, padded flat rate envelope. And the postage cost is $6.90. I'm going to purchase the postage. The other night, my husband and I, we live in a community, and there were so many fireworks shows around. There had to be 7 or 8. Just in every direction you look, there were fireworks. Thanks so much, Terrence. So we went out to watch the fireworks shows, sprayed ourselves with bug spray, and we watched some fireworks with neighbors. Let's see what I want to do next. Let's do the Lily Pulitzer. This Lily Pulitzer I found, I think I paid $4.49 for it. It was a t-shirt. Got it home. It had a little bit more pilly lint washwear, so I just closed that. Actually, when I put flaw in the title of something, it almost always has more clicks than if it doesn't have flaw in the title. So if something has a flaw in the title, don't be afraid to, if something has a flaw in it, don't be afraid to list it and just put read description or as is or flaw. I would go with flaw in the title. And then that gets people to click into it and like, oh, what's the flaw? Curiosity. I have listed this for $9.99 on auction. It's a tiny little thing, but it's such a pretty print. And it's an extra small, no, it's a small, but it fits like an extra small. Again, I'm sure somebody put this in the wash. So I just closed all of that as well. I put it up for $9.99. I put it up for $9.99 and a person said, this fits exactly like my extra small, which is good because I had extra small, small in the title, and I put that it fits small, smaller than the size tag on the auction. Too many words, you know what I mean. And she wrote, can you add a buy it now? So I added a buy it now for $14.99, thinking it had a flaw. So she instead just bid on the item, and the buy it now went away, and then it went up to $22. So I got $22 for it plus $3 in shipping. Let's see. Oh, this is pretty. This matches. I don't know what this game is. It says 1991 and it's like one of those Kush balls, one of those like squeezable balls that have some kind of liquid inside. And it says Australia sent troops to assist the United Nations with the Gulf War. Is this an Australian game? I don't know. I just liked the cool 90s things on it. Okay, so there we go. This went to Hat, and Hat lives in West Palm Beach. And because this is so light, anything under 16 ounces, so by under 16 ounces, I mean 15.9 or under, can go first class mail, and it's much cheaper than priority mail. And it usually gets there about the same time. This weighs 4.4 ounces, and I round up to 5. So 5 ounces from me in Florida to Hat in West Palm Beach, Florida is $2.79. So she paid $3. I pay with the eBay discount. There's a shipping discount for buyers, $2.79. Let's hope my throat clears soon. And print. Thank you so much, Hat. Next item is a bra. This is going to Michelle in Maryland. Now this bra doesn't have any padding in it. It does have underwire, but there's no cup padding or molded pads. So I'm just going to wrap this up. If it had some kind of molded bust cups, I would stuff them with tissue paper, but because it doesn't, I'm just gonna wrap it in tissue paper. So Michelle paid $12.51. And again, this was an auction. And this bra was a larger size, which might have attributed to the price. And it was a Chantel bra, which is a decent bra brand. Okay, let's see. I don't have any bras from the 90s. Let's give her a beeper. That's fun. 1995, over 170 countries decide to extend the Nuclear Non-Proliferation Treaty indefinitely. What kind of game is this? It's got such fun 90s things on the front, and then it says such odd things to match that. Okay. Sorry, Michelle, you're getting some kind of weird fact. I don't know what it is. So this is also light. It can go first class mail. And my poly mailers, my fish poly mailers are 10 by 13. I pick these up usually on sale at upackandship.com. I'm not sponsored, I just really like them. I've been using them for years. And it is 5 ounces, so I'm going to leave it at 5 ounces. And I pay about, I went and looked back through my things. I pay about 4 cents a bag. And the reason I pay that inexpensively, the reason I pay 4 cents a bag is because I order a lot of them, and my order is almost always over $600, which means it has free shipping. Thanks so much, Michelle. Next item is an Athleta shirt. I did find this at my retail Goodwill, which means I paid, I think, $3.99. And I had a $100 order, and when you have a $100 order, they take $25 off. So this is going to David in Kansas. So this is one of the pieces that helped me hit this. This is so tiny. And David paid $9.74 for the tank top and $3 for shipping. This has another war fact. 1990, the demolition of the Berlin Wall officially began in June. And it's like one of those jelly shoes. I don't know if we call these jelly shoes. I don't know what that's called. Oh. And this goes in a mailer. I can't just send it like this. I mean, I probably could. People send potatoes in the mail and pool noodles, but you gotta put it in a poly mailer. 4.5 ounces, so I'm gonna round up to 5. Such a weird game. And that was $2.79, and they paid $3. Thanks so much, David. Next up is a Rachel Pally clutch. Now this clutch was a FabFitFun find from the spring box. I've sold out of everything from the summer box, and that happened very quickly. But the spring box, I had opened up 10 boxes, and 8 of them were exactly alike. So I contacted FabFitFun, it wasn't me or anything, and asked if, you know, that should be, because they say the boxes are going to be random. And 8 out of 10 boxes being exactly the same didn't feel too random. And they sent me all of this extra stuff. I didn't ask for it. I didn't ask for anything. And they sent me all of these extra things, and this was one of those. So that was my last FabFitFun item from the spring box. And Alex paid $7.07, and she paid $5.50 for shipping. I'm going to send her, is this a mobile phone? I think it is. My dad had a car phone. Do you remember those? It was, I don't remember what car it was. I feel like it was a Gremlin, which is like a really cheap car. But did he have a car phone? It was like a corded to the, it was attached to the car. I'd have to ask my mom. Okay, 1992. The first big day out held in Sydney Showgrounds. It's cracking me up, this game. Okay, and a business card. This can also ship in a 10 by 13 mailer. And it's going first class mail, and it weighs 8.6 ounces. And I'm not sure why I charged so much for shipping, but she paid $5.50 for shipping. And from me in Florida to Alex in Illinois is $3.34. Thank you so much, Alex. You know what? I'm going to go put all of those in a bag. My post office usually drops off those like plastic bins for them to pick up, and they forgot to do it because of the holiday. So I'm going to put these in some Walmart bags and throw them out just in case he comes. Okay. Next up is a Talbots top, and across the front it says Bon Voyage. Bon Voyage. That's probably not how you say that. So Alyssa from Washington paid $6.17. And she paid $4 for shipping. And this top I found at the Goodwill that shut down. It was always a half off Goodwill. They called it a clearance center. And so at the end there it was 85% off, something like that. So I'm sure I picked it up for like 75% off. Let's put a scrunchie on it. It It says 1996, John Howard becomes Prime Minister beginning what would be an 11-year term. Okay. This is also going in a poly mailer since it's so light. I'm gonna guess 7 ounces. It is 5.3 ounces, so I round up to 6. And Alyssa paid $4 for shipping, and eBay charges me $2.92. Now, if I brought this to a post office, it would be $3.75, which is really close to her $4. But eBay gives me a shipping discount. I think almost everybody gets the shipping discount, and I saved 83 cents. So $2.92. And she lives in Washington. Thanks, Alyssa. And I'm going to do a vintage sweater next. They paid $5.50 for the sweater and $5 for shipping. And Lauren lives in New York. I recognize that zip code. When we worked at a retirement community, one of our many parts of running the operation would be getting in people. Like, I would tour people throughout the retirement community and all the different apartments. Not all of them, because there was like 100, but all the different styles. And there was a lady named Emma, and Emma was Greek, and I'm also part Greek. And so we connected, and she lived in the same zip code, 10003, which is a beautiful part of New York and New York City. And she was kind of hesitant, as most people were, about giving up their house and everything that went with that and moving into a retirement community. But honestly, it felt like a really nice hotel. They were beautiful. They had activities and transportation, but people could still have their own car and come and go freely. They could go out overnight. We did ask them to kind of let us know if they were going to be gone, you know, for a couple days, but they could travel, they could do whatever they wanted. But we did provide meals if they wanted to take those in the dining room. And Emma was hesitant, and she went back to New York City. Her son had brought her to us. Was that? And we worked at 4 retirement communities. I think that was the one that was in Harrisburg, pretty sure. And so that would have probably been about 3 or 4 hours from the city. And usually, as a thank you for coming and touring, I would send a card and something personal to that person. And what I sent this time is I had a local restaurant to her. It was a Greek restaurant. Send a takeaway package, so they delivered her baklava, which she loved, of course, and she did come and live with us closer to her son, and she really liked it. Emma was one of my favorite people at that retirement community. She was just so young for her age. She was like this sprightly young 80-year-old woman, and she was just, I loved her. Anyway, what am I selling? A sweater. I loved this sweater. It was this vintage, well, you'll see a picture of it. It was a vintage, kind of like clamshell knit, and it had all these wavy lines and pastel colors. It was just so pretty. Well, this, I charged $5 for shipping. But yeah, we'll be fine. Today is my husband and my 16th wedding anniversary. 16 years. That has flown by. It's boggling my mind here. So we will give Lauren some rollerblades. 1993. Worst bushfire in Australian history destroy the Royal National Park, the world's second largest national park. Huh. And they paired that with rollerblades. Do you have this game? Somebody comment and tell me what this game is. Okay. So I could probably squeeze this in a 10 by 13 mailer, but I'm not going to. because I have 12 by 15 mailers and they work better for these types of things. Just see it's a little bit bigger. Let's do this. There we go. So that way I don't have to squish the thing. And these I pay, I think like 5 or 6 cents for. I'd have to look that up, don't quote me. And it is 12.2 ounces. So I have 13 ounces in there. The cost is $4.10 and she paid $5. So our wedding anniversary, what are we doing? We are not big doing things people. So my husband left me a piece of paper with all of his thoughts. We leave notes for each other daily and just voicemails for each other every day. So when I wake up, I have one, and at night he has one. But I actually found a card at the bins, which will apply very well. Thank you so much, Lauren. Apply very well for the anniversary situation. We might go to the beach. It's looking really overcast, but that might change quickly here. Next is a men's Peter Millar sweater. They paid $4.82 for this, plus $7.50 to ship it, and Taylor lives in Arizona. I want to make sure to get all of the air out of this bag before I go crazy on this, because this has to fit in a padded flat rate, which I'm going to have to go get more of those. Okay, so yeah, I thought the sweater would do better. It didn't. It sat for a while. I priced it low. It finally sold. I've probably had it, I want to say like 6 to 8 months. I thought it would sell in the springtime because it's kind of a lavender lilac-y purple. And let's see. Peter will get a camcorder. 1994, Nelson Mandela becomes the president of South Africa. Okay, camcorder. Thanks for telling us that. Okay, I have to go get more priority flat rate bags. Got some more. Let's see how much of a squeeze this will be. Nope, easy peasy. So I don't have to weigh this because it's a flat rate, and the cost will be $6.90, and they paid $7.50. So going to the beach, we'll see. One of our other favorite things to do is just drive around and look for trash on the side of the road. Clean trash. And so we might do that. I don't know. Over the last 16 years, we've been so blessed to be able to do so much that it feels like we don't have to do too much at this point, honestly. And we spend most days together. Thanks so much, Taylor. Let's see. Next is a Boston Proper shirt. This also had a flaw on it, and I didn't notice it in the store. And I put flaw in the title. And this one, surprisingly, I think I had it listed for $10 in my store, and I had a lot of watchers, like 13 watchers. So by ending it and sending to auction and using relist instead of sell similar, those people are notified that something has gone to auction. And I thought it would sell for more, but it didn't. Let's see. It did get 2 bids, but I think it was the same person. It was. So she bid when it was first listed, and then a few days later she bid again, but it doesn't raise it because she's bidding against herself. So if somebody else would have come along and bid against her, her bid would have taken the second time around. But she paid $4.82 for it, and I'm fine with that. It was flawed. It's so pretty though. It's got all these, like, I called it photorealism, I think. So Charlene in Massachusetts This tissue paper I purchased on Amazon, and I think I paid like 6 cents a piece, but it was so pretty. I'll be upset when I run out. Thanks for such pretty packaging. And she paid $3 for shipping. Let's see. We will give her, oh, I also grabbed some candy cane cards. In the bins, a lot of times the board games just kind of go everywhere because people are rooting through the bins. And so I don't mind just picking up part of a game since pieces are just scattered. So I found some vintage, maybe they're not vintage, what is this board? Candyland. That's what this board game is called. So I think I'm gonna use one of those. Put that under there. And this can ship in a 10 by 13 mailer. This is very light. Let's see. I'm gonna guess 4 ounces. 4.9. I was close. So I have to round up to 5. They paid $3 for shipping and it was $2.79. My mom and sister are coming to visit Monday. I'm so excited. And they're staying in my friend's condo on Anna Maria. So just about 3 days and I'll see them. I haven't seen my sister. I think my mom came down last year. Yes, she absolutely came in July and stayed with me because my husband flew to Pennsylvania to see his family. Let's see, what else do I have on here? I have, oh, let's do this one first. I have a lot of 2. 10 Degrees Cooler is the brand, and they are a face oil. I got them from FabFitFun as an add-on. When you get a FabFitFun box, it's quarterly and they send you, the 9 or 10 items that are going to be in the box. But then they have all of these things you can add on and the prices are amazing. I think this oil retails for over $100 and I got it for about $20 and I picked up 2 of them because I love face oil at night. And I got them and the smell was overwhelming. I did not like it. So I sold them for $55, which isn't a huge profit, but I got rid of them and I didn't lose money on something like that. And let's click in and see what this person's name is. Sandra in New Jersey bought them for $55 and $5 shipping. So here they are. They're just small face oils. It is Corsica face oil. I slather my face, and I've got very oily skin, but I slather my face with oil at night to try to help with the wrinkles. And I use Josie Moran, I think that's how you pronounce it, and it's her argan oil. Okay, so we got some bubble wrap. That's good. Let's tie that off before the tissue paper so it doesn't come undone. And I really like the scent of the argan oil, but this one was no good. So I'm glad somebody else can use it. Out of satin ribbon. So I found this really pretty trim at the bins. It's like this gold sparkly thread. And I got a whole bunch of it. So we will tie this off with that. Okay, so this can go first class mail. And this is heavy, so I'm guessing 13 ounces. It is 8.7 ounces. So I round up to 9. And I never recommend my scale because it only goes up to 5 pounds and there's no hold button. So if you have a package cover, this display, you can't see it. And if it did have a hold button, usually they're on the side, so you can set something down, hit hold, take the package off, and the display still reads how much it weighs. But this is a Palouse SP5, but I would recommend one that goes up to 30 or 50 pounds. Okay, so Sandra paid $55 for oils and $3.34. No, she paid $5 for shipping. I paid $3.34. And a scale is one of those things you need almost immediately when you sell on eBay, unless you're putting everything in a flat rate padded mailer and charging your customer the $6.90 or whatever you need to make up for that cost. I have had free shipping before, I've had calculated shipping before, and now mostly I do flat rate shipping. So I just put first class mail, $4 or $5 or $3. Thanks so much, Sandra. I am going to put all of this in a Walmart bag on the front porch. It is 10:10 and the mailman still hasn't come. Next item is an autographed by Alyssa Milano sweatshirt. And I turned on my printer. This needs to be shipped first class international mail, and anything first class international mail can be up to 4 pounds. Let's get a bigger poly mailer. And I forgot to put a business card. So I'm not going to be able to pronounce this person's name without butchering it. So I hope they enjoy it. Okay, so they paid $23.50 to ship this. Oh, somebody 2 weeks ago sent me all of these questions about this shirt, including like, was this actually signed by her? And is the ink washable? And all of these things. Do you have a certificate of documentation? I don't. I priced this accordingly. Although her signature, this is actually her brand for the NFL, and her signature matches up, and you can see on YouTube, she's visited several stores and autographed them. So I wrote all of that back and I said, I don't know what the ink is. I can't imagine this is washable, just to be safe. So they wrote back and told me, thank you so much. And they wrote back like a week later. I forgot all about the situation and all the questions. And normally if somebody asks, like, they didn't ask this, but let's say somebody asks 25 different questions, 25 different times. And I've had this happen where somebody just keeps asking questions and you just know they're not going to be happy with the item. I block that person, not always, and it has to be such a specific case by case basis, but I have done that before, and this person didn't warrant that. So they wrote back a week later and said, like, thank you so much. This is such a special item. I hope you know what a special item it is. I collect these items, blah, blah, blah. So I was like, okay. Then of course they didn't buy it. So I'm wondering if this is the person who said all of that, because they collect items. So let's weigh this. This weighs 9.9 ounces, so I'm going to round up once I stick the actual label on. I'm going to round up to, I don't think it matters if I choose 12 ounces or 13 ounces. It doesn't. So if I went to the post office and shipped this to France, it would be $23.50, which is what this person paid. I get a $3.40 discount, which is helpful because this does take a little bit longer than just shipping down the street. So my total for shipping is $20.10. Now I can't use my Dymo with international. I need to actually use a real printer. And I have this paper, it's sticker paper with 2 labels on it. And I bought it from Amazon. I bought them from Amazon, and it's a great alternative to a Dymo. So if you can't afford a Dymo, but you're taping on every single paper, you might want to invest in these. You get about 200 stickers or 100 pieces of paper for less than $10. Great option. So I know I have to feed this through my computer. I know I have to feed this through my printer, and I'll be able to just stick this on the package. So Delivery confirmation is not available for the shipping address, no big deal. If I wanted to add insurance, I can't to France. Isn't that a weird thing? Okay, so we are going to continue. I'm honestly shocked that I had shipping to France available. I almost never ship to France just because of all of the limitations for France. Italy has a bunch too. Okay, pay for shipping and print label. So if you don't want to ship internationally, I totally get that. It's kind of like a weird, scary, unknown thing. Go through the global shipping program. Then you just have to get the item to Kentucky and you're good to go. So I have to change my printer. There we go. I'm sure my printer will start up soon. Yes. So with an international, if you don't do the global shipping program and you want to ship internationally, I would start with Canada. And if this was going to Canada, this would be the same way of doing things. You still need a regular printer. Okay, so when this prints, this bottom sticker is just garbage. There's no way to get rid of that part internationally. So now I have an international label. All I need to do versus an actual domestic label is sign and date it. So sign, and this is July 6th, 2018. And I always write out the month because some countries have where they put the month first, like America, and some have where they put the date first. So this is going to be stuck to the package. And that's it. So if you don't ship globally, go through the global shipping program. That's a great option. And again, you just have to get it through Kentucky, and you might not even know it's going internationally. And then I would probably open it up to Canada and see about that. But basically we just printed a Canadian label. And then other kind of solid countries where I would feel comfortable shipping: Australia, Japan, believe it or not. And there's probably a few more, but France usually isn't on my list. Places I don't ship, but through the global shipping program, are Brazil and Russia. I've been burned with those countries before, and so I just don't ship those anymore. 3 more items to go, and these 3 I forgot to pull. So I'm going to put you on pause and go pull some more items. Next item is a pair of shorts from J.Crew. And Clarissa paid $4.82 for the shorts, and they are going to New Jersey. And she paid $3.75 for shipping, which means they are going first class mail. And let's send her Candyland and a business card. And this is going into my 10 by 13 mailer. And I'm gonna guess 6 ounces. 6.7 ounces. So I round up to 7. And it is $3.05 for me, and she paid $3.75. You normally don't see this part, but I usually just have thank you stickers I put on the outside. Okay. Back to the Dymo. 2 more items to go. Thanks, Clarissa. The next is another pair of flawed pants. These are Royal Robins. I did pick these up at that last day. I think it was 85%. And these are Royal Robins. They're vintage, so the waist is like a 28 waist, even though these are size 12. What was the waist on these? 29. It's pretty close. And they had some flaws, but I thought somebody could still use them for camping. So I paid, I think, like 75 cents for them, and I got $2.11. I didn't know there was a flaw. It was a crazy day. And she paid $4 for shipping, and the bun in my hair is too tight. I'm gonna have to loosen that sooner. I'm gonna have a headache. So Linda in North Carolina and I have one last Candyland, so she'll get that. And put them in a mailer. I'm gonna make sure these are under 16 ounces. They are. They're 10.7. That's fine. And let's weigh them again with the mailer. And they are 11 ounces on the dot. So we're going to put in 11 ounces and take out the bun. And she paid $4 and I paid $3.66. Okay, one more to go. And it is 10:36. And the last thing is a pair of shoes. Now, somebody who watches my YouTube video, hello, purchased these. I really appreciate it, Nancy, and I hope you love the shoes. So I'm not going to say what she paid for the shoes. Both shoes. So these are going to ship in a shoebox. This is called a shoebox. It's called a mailing box here, but then it's called a shoebox down here. So these are awesome for shoes. And again, they're free at the USPS website. Now I do need to tape this because they don't have that kind of like peel off sticker tape thing. So Nancy lives in Utah. Good. Let's weigh this. I'm gonna guess 3 pounds. 2 pounds exactly. I mean, like exactly. That's crazy. Okay, so for 2 pounds to Utah, the cost is $10.48. I wanna check something though. I'm going to hit change weight and dimensions, and I wanted to see if a priority A box would be the same. And it actually is. Okay. Do one more last weigh to make sure the tape didn't throw it over. We are still good. I took out some bubble wrap, so that's how we're still good. Okay, so 2 pounds. Calculate. $10.48 from me to Utah. And we are going to purchase the postage. I think we're good. Now I will say this. My mailman in Pennsylvania, who I loved, told me that if something were like 2.0001. Obviously my scale doesn't go that far, but the post office would allow it because sometimes things carry moisture as they go through the post office. So something might pick up a little bit of weight, like a 1/10 or 1/100th of an ounce. So I really want to make sure it's like really on 2 or below, so it doesn't get to Nancy and suddenly she owes $5 or whatever, but we were good there. And that was my last package. I still have I couldn't even tell you how many I had. I still have like 9 or so, 7. I have 7 packages that people haven't paid for. So I'm sure they'll pay today or tomorrow. And if not, I will allow eBay to open up a case. That's everything. It's still looking overcast, but I am going to, it is 10:50 by the way. I did take one break to, I took a lot of breaks to go get stuff, but eat a banana. I was hungry. And that's everything. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.
We hope your day is blooming with joy.